Welcome to the Cyber Sangha podcast. Cyber Sangha is a program of free live broadcasts, launched in 2009 by renowned teacher and author Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. Join us as we draw on ancient Tibetan wisdom to discover how to connect with our best self and live to our highest potential. The following teaching, Realizing the Power of Boundless Creativity, was given by Rinpoche on May 14th, 2022, as part of a year-long series, Bring Body, Speech, and Mind to Life. This content is for informational purposes only. Listeners should consult medical professionals for any physical or mental health concerns. Please use headphones and do not meditate while driving or operating machinery.
Welcome, everybody. As all of you know, or many of you know, this is part of our monthly teaching related to monthly full moon practice. So every full moon, the Cyber Sangha has a practice for 24 hours, which is led by different countries, different time zone. So one can come in anytime, go out anytime. So it's kind of very open and free place that everybody can join to meditate together, feel the power of collective practice. So the information is there on the Cyber Sangha website. So I always encourage everybody to join. It's so easy to be wherever you are. Even sometimes I've seen people even joining from, sitting in the car or in their living room and walking, you can join anywhere just to feel the connection and participating in it. So just a reminder, today's topic is realizing the power of boundless creativity. So realizing the power of boundless creativity, realizing ourself, realizing our potentiality, realizing who we are, realizing what we have, realizing what we can do, realizing what we can achieve, realizing what we can share, what we can give. It is all about realizing yourself and your potentiality. Why this is so important? Because we don't realize. We don't realize ourselves. We don't realize our potentiality. We are not so much aware of what we have, what we can achieve, what we can do, our innate qualities. Why? Because we are always focusing on the other side. For example, the Dzogchen teaching, there's a line in a Dzogchen teaching, a word in a Dzogchen teaching. It's called a spontaneous perfection. In Tibetan, we say, Matsal Hunji Tupi Tile. Tile is the action, manifestation. Matsal means not putting effort, not searching, not trying, not putting effort, not suffering to manifest. Why? Which is something which is already innately perfected in us. And realizing what is perfected in us and allowing that, the potentiality to manifest spontaneously. That is what it's saying. I know it probably sounds very simple. Probably it is simple when somebody's ready for it. And probably it is very difficult, impossible when we are not open and not ready and we are completely focusing on the effort part. So, even sometimes all the idea of, of course, we always use this idea of try hard, trying better. The word trying to be happy, trying to connect, trying to love, trying to be nice, trying to achieve something. The word trying, it's simply, what it's saying, you are going against some sense of connection to yourself, or you're going against to resources you have, you're going against your qualities that you have, the abilities that you have, you're going against them. That's why it's effortful. That's why it is not happening. That's why it might never happen. So whole idea, it's not to try. Let me just say a few things, a simple word. I know that it's a simple, but maybe it's very difficult to understand. The idea of realizing who you are. Simply, very simple. Of course, when we think about realizing who you are, we are not referring, ultimately speaking, we are not referring to any title. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a husband, I'm not a father, I'm not Tibetan, all the conventional identities that we have. Even they have a role, it's a necessary, and even sometimes it's not even a choice that we have to identify. We are identified with, you are given identification card, you have a driving license, you have a social security number, you have a passport. Even when you say you are not no one, you don't have a nationality, you have a refugee status, that most of my life I have had that. Even then it's identity. But when we think about true sense of who we are, it's really this sense of I am none of them. I am none of these things that people have labeled on me, the conditions have labeled on me, my own conditions, my weakness has labeled on me. I'm none of them. I'm no one. Of course, that is a big topic, so I'm not going to go into that part. Let's think about more in a conventional sense who we are. In this particular moment, I can say, well, I'm definitely a Tibetan family born, refugee, went through a lot of challenges. My parents, my teachers, myself went through a lot of challenges in life. And these conditions and these experiences definitely have shaped me, sometimes good way, sometimes not good way. So somehow I do have an identity now. How I can make the best out of this identity, best out of what I feel. Maybe it's more important to kind of recognize whatever my identity has closed up me, it has blocked me, it has closed my doors, it has made me feel more limited or weak, as less resourceful, less inner strength. Whatever these conditions are, I have to recognize that. And I truly don't have to be victimized by any of these labels and identity that life has given me. Not to blame everybody that, oh, I'm not strong enough because of someone. I feel this deep wound, this pain. Just blaming everybody. I'm not saying it might have it might have something to do with others for sure. But blaming is extra effort. Getting stuck in the past is extra pain. It's not the way to go forward, move forward. It's pulling you backward. So whole idea of in terms of the boundless creativity is first somehow the idea of I am no one. I know I'm not saying I have realized this realization of I'm no one. I'm not saying that. I'm not claiming any of that. But I'm saying I am admirer of that philosophy. I'm lover of that philosophy. I pray to realize that. I'm trying to think about it, write about it, reflect about it, teach about it, share experiences about it, even though it's far away. And whatever I do identify with, I'm trying to be very aware of that. I mean, one time I did share the experiences of on my Facebook teachings. I wanted to invite many people. And some people, I thought they will not come on my Facebook. They're too famous. They're too high. They might not like me. They're too busy. Whatever I am labeling on them, so they will not accept my invitation. I hear that voice in me. I hear that voice in me. I realize that's my condition. Someone in me minimizing myself and saying, they're too good, they're too high. They're too good means I'm not good enough. They're too high means I'm not high enough. Low, I'm low. They're too busy means they would not care my requests. And I'm saying that, they're not saying it. I'm putting myself down. That's my inner conditions. The moment I hear myself saying that is the moment I was aware of it. I was aware my labeling myself negative level, which preventing me to reach out, to expand. I said, okay, I'm not going to listen to this, my voice internally. I'm going to open up my potentiality. And what can happen? Of course, they can say, exactly, I'm busy. They can say, I don't have a time. They might not even respond. Yes. And I'm okay with that. When I get invitation, not always I'm not able to respond everybody. So it's okay. I'm ready to accept that. But I'm not ready to label myself and close my door and identifying with my weakness. I wanted to feel my potentiality, boundless creativity. I wanted to approach. I approached them. What is the response? The response was, of course we wanted to join. I wanted to join. I am so grateful that you invited me. You're doing a wonderful job. And this is my opportunity to contribute something. I'm honored to come. I'm just giving an example, just one simple example. We do this all the time in our life. Everything that you have accomplished, you have achieved, you are open to it. You went for it. You search for it. You make a decision. You took actions. You followed up. And you have achieved effortlessly. So many things, so many beautiful things, what you have achieved in your life effortlessly. They are a good example of this boundless, spontaneous creativity because you did not close the door. everything what you did not achieve, everything that you dream of, that you're jealous somebody else has had something, you envy, you're jealous, you're unhappy not having something and others are having. And sometimes, unfortunately, people get stuck in other people's well-being that you don't have, you feel you don't have it because you were not open to it. You did not believe in it. And you did not realize you're not open to it. You did not realize you're not believing in it. You did not realize I could give a try and I'm willing to be rejected. It's a powerful statement. I'm going to try it. It's something that I wish I want, I would like to do. I want to try it without any doubt, with confidence, with sense of, I will pray for it. I will feel the confidence about it. I will go for it, but I will be always ready to not to work if it's possible. It's possible. And I will be completely in peace with that rejection and failure. And I will never stop myself moving forward continuously. I think one of the very important part of blockages of creativity is we waste so much time. We waste so much time in our life looking for something what you don't have in your life. Not only looking for something what you don't have in your life, probably you will not have that in your life because you are blind of what not able to see what you do have in your life. When people who cannot see what they have, for them it's very difficult to see what they don't have also, because their eyes is closed. When you begin to see more and more what you have, you don't have to look for what you don't have. You will also begin to see these what you don't have will spontaneously manifesting in your life without working for it, without trying hard for it, because they will self-manifest, because they are the part of your perfection of yourself, perfected quality of yourself. They will manifest if your eyes are open, if you're seeing what you do have already. It's called living a life with what you have. That includes people that you love or people that love you. Have you ever paid enough attention to people that love you? Have you ever felt, I'm so grateful to have this person in my life? My wife, my child, my teacher, my students, my friends, even people who I might not have the best relationship. I'm also happy knowing these people. So what basically simple word will be being aware of what you have is the way to spontaneous manifest, is the way to discover the boundless creativity, to recognize what you have. Because when you recognize what you have, it does not drains you. It gives you energy. It makes you happy. It's a light. But when we focus on what you don't have, and when you begin to put a lot of effort trying to see that, feel that, what you don't have, you fight for it, you create conflict, you create story, you begin to lose your vitality of your life force. You begin to lose even what you have, because what you have never stays forever, and particularly when it's not feeded with awareness, when it's not acknowledged with your gratitude, acknowledgement, when you don't nourish them, when you continuously not connect with them, they disappear, you lose them. So it's source of this boundless creativity. It's really more knowing yourself. Again, I know, like whenever I say I'm knowing yourself, I can immediately feel, what does that mean? Of course, some people will say, oh, I know what that means, but I don't know what that means. They think they know, oh, knowing yourself. Okay, okay, knowing yourself. What knowing yourself? What does that mean? Oh, I have no idea what he's talking about, right? It's always something that we think we know, and when you look at it closely, we don't know what it means. Okay, that's why I'm saying what I mean by that. The best way is whatever identity you are too attached to, you just learn the power of saying, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm more than that. If you want, I'm beyond that. But whatever I identify in this very moment, I'm a Tibetan, I'm a Geshe, whatever you identify in conventional sense, whatever you're identifying with, it has a lot of gifts. It has lots of positive side of it. It has a quality. It has a quality, and my awareness is responsibility is to discover what the best out of it and how to manifest that. Then I don't put effort, or I don't put too much effort. Then I don't drain myself. Then it's not difficult to manifest. Because this is something I have. This is something who I am. This is something that I'm capable. Why I don't focus on something that I'm good at and do my best? Why I have to focus on something that I'm not good at? So, in some sense, the connection to boundless creativity or spontaneous perfection, I think one of the most important part is in life, not drain yourself. I mean, if you look at yourself, you look at someone, maybe, or let's say you look at someone that you know in your life who always complains about life, who always talks, wanting to talk with you. They don't want to talk to you, but when they do talk to you, they have a lot of things to complain. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to connect with you. But when they do, it's a problem. Why people do that? Because that's all what they know what to do. They don't know they are doing that. They don't know they can stop doing that. They don't know they can do better. They don't know how rich, full, gifted, lucky, fortunate they are in their life, because they're blind. They're not focusing in those areas of life. And those areas of life, those wealth of life, keep disappearing slowly, slowly. They're disappearing. Okay. So maybe let's focus on this short meditation. So I would encourage everybody to sit comfortably. Be aware of where you are, your location. Be there. Be aware of the moment that you're in. Be in the moment, in the present moment. Be aware of your body, the awareness in your body. The moment the awareness, you are aware of your body, awareness, there is awareness in your body. It's like a body is illuminated with full, healthy vitamins. The light is activating every cells in your body. Just feel that. And be aware that right this moment, over 200 people are meditating with us. Feel that collective power of meditation, that we are all supporting each other. Everybody, this very moment, participating in this meditation. We are here, we are supporting each other. Feel that in your heart. You say, I'm here supporting all the people who are meditating with me at this moment. I'm opening my heart, giving blessing and support. I'm also open to receive this support. There is exchange of supporting each other. Just feel that. Feel the support of all the enlightened beings, higher power, higher self. And now allow all the exhaustions of life, the exhaustions in your body, allow it to fully rest. By deep breathing out, being aware of these exhaustions in your body, breathing out. As you breathe out deep, feeling that deep sense of stillness and connection to your body, and the light of awareness is illuminated in your body with that deep stillness. Feel that. And also be aware of in your own life all these arguments, discussions, judgments. Some criticism, judgment that you're aware of, and the others that you're not aware of, but they all drain a lot. Just feel that, hear that, be aware of that, and let go of all those things for a moment. Allow your speech, your voice to rest in the deep silence. Being aware of those efforts, being aware of those noises, being aware of these exhaustions. Breathe it out, rest deep in silence. Feel it. Now bring your attention to your heart and your thought. Just be aware of all these thinkings, emotions, feelings, stories, worries, and be aware of these exhaustions, feelings, thoughts, repeating again and again as if there's something to achieve, but not achieving anything, rather losing more and more connection to yourself and the little energy, what you have remaining, little energy is left. Life force, vitality, losing more and more. Recognize that. Breathe it out. Rest deep in this sacred space in your heart. Allow your body rest in the stillness. Allow your speech rest in silence. Allow your mind rest in that spaciousness. And gradually open up your mind and the heart to your life, just to say, I'm willing to be aware of my life. I'm willing to be aware of myself. I'm willing to that what aware of what things that I identify with. I'm willing to be aware of my potentiality. I'm willing to aware of my strength. I'm willing to be aware of, recognize everything what I do have, gifts of life. I'm willing to aware of, willing to manifest what I can manifest. I am willing to give what I can give. I am willing to share what I can share. I am willing to go beyond of these patterns, of getting stuck in what focusing on what I don't have, what I'm not capable, what I cannot do. I'm ready to let go of that pattern, but focus on my connect with my source and focus on my creativity and allow open my door to this infinite, spontaneous manifestations. I'm willing. Feel that. And just for a moment, recognize, just it's like contemplating in your life. Recognize how many gifts in your life, how many things what you have in your life. Friends, families, wealth, resources, everything. How many things you have, but you don't pay enough attention. You don't nourish enough this connection. You don't manifest through this connection. Recognize. So basically, recognize and be aware of not knowing all the things that you do have, what is perfected, what you can do, what you are good at, your inner strength. Recognize that. That is the blockages of spontaneous creativity, blockages of boundless creativity, not recognizing that. But trying to be aware of specific things in your life, how much, how less you're aware of them. Like some things like, I'm so lucky, I'm so blessed to have a family. I'm so lucky and so blessed to have a child. I'm so lucky and so happy to have what I have, rather than worrying about what something going to happen to what I have. Not just worrying one time, but pattern of worrying all the time. And losing that family, losing the child, losing that connection to friends. Just recognize that in your own life. And the second part of this practice, recognize how much you are focused on areas of your life where there is more conflict, where there is more pain, where there is more samsaric stories, where things are not working. How much you focus on them, how much you think about it, how much you feel about it, how much you talk about it. Even people are tired of hearing from you that, but you can still talk. If you cannot, if the friends are not willing to listen, then dump everything on social media. Expression of pain. How much you focus. Why you focus on all this negativity? Why you cannot focus to yourself, your potentiality, what you have, what you can do, what you're good at, what people admire you, what people think you're great, or doing something. I don't know, whatever that is. Why you don't focus on that? Why are you focusing on the other side? That is exactly the reason we drain ourselves, we lose the connection to the source. We are not able to our higher self and our potentiality. We are not able to manifest our spontaneous perfection, quality qualities, inner higher qualities. Recognize that. This guided meditation is about recognizing, being aware of that. Okay? So just continuously feel that, and continuously recognize how little you focus on to yourself, to your potentiality, to your strength, to you what you have, to do what you're good at, how much you focus on, lose the connection to yourself, focus on your pain, conflict, stories, drain yourself. Just recognize the two sides of your life stories and patterns, and just with that recognition, just let it go and relax and rest back into the stillness, silence, and spaciousness, and pray that with these two recognitions, may I fully stay connected to myself, my potentiality, live my life through that, from that, share my life with those quality, engage my life with who I am and what I can and my strength, not focusing on the other side. Just recognize and pray as we listen to Salavya mantra. Can we play it? Yeah. Ah. Okay, so it would be nice to hear feedbacks during this meditation. How much you realize who you are, your inner strength, your higher qualities, your capacity, your power, things that you are really good at. People admire you, people love you, and you don't recognize. You don't recognize how much you recognize that you don't recognize all the beauty of your life, the gifts of your life, all the flowers of your life. How much you don't see them. It's amazing, right? Either it's the people, it's the things, situations, qualities. They're not going to stay there forever. Especially, they're not going to stay there forever because nobody's seeing it. Nobody's feeling it. Nobody's benefiting it. Nobody's experiencing it. Nobody's recognizing it. They're going to go. So before they go, wake up. Wake up. Be aware. Appreciate. On the other hand, how much you focus on the things, you worry about things, or something might happen to me. Of course, something is going to happen to you. Who are you not that nothing should happen? Something might happen to you. Something will happen to you. I might get sick. Possible. Most likely. I might die. Possible. One day for sure. But do you have to get sick faster? No. Do you have to get sooner, die sooner? No. But if you focus too much on it, it might happen. Why are you so worried about losing something or not finding something? Because you wanted to worry. If you wanted to worry, you focus on what you cannot find. If you want to be happy, focus on what you found. If you wanted to be happy, focus on your true self. If you wanted to be sad, focus on other people. Recognizing what blocks our creativity, potentiality, what drains us. Recognize what feeds us our joy, love, creativity, our inner strength. Recognizing and being aware of them is the key here. Okay, I hope it makes sense. I always look the comments, and I'm looking forward to later to look at the comments and any feedback. I read all of them, and so I might not respond to things, but I'm aware and I'm reading, and feedbacks are always welcome. And what it helps you, what I can emphasize more on some specific things, I'm happy to look at all. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Cyber Sangha podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Cyber Sangha, visit us online at cybersangha.net.